What's up, my Yu-Gi-Oh nerds? Today I'm going to be cooking up a Blue Eyes Primite deck. Now, you've probably seen about 1,000 of these already. Good reason. It's a good deck. Definitely one of my favorites now. And my version, I'm not going to be, egotistical to think mine is going to be the best way to play this deck. But I have seen what other people have done. I've kind of built on top of that. I've been learning the new format, especially for the new Malice and Memento, oddly enough. Ryzel, I think, is going to be up there too, and I think this version plays into that fairly well. I got to do some more play testing, especially with the new cards, but this deck really gets it, and a lot of fun, and you probably could win with it. I know I have. I like this. I basically have the exact same thing built on Master Duel, and I've been winning a lot with that. I basically just kind of ran through Diamond pretty quick, so a lot of fun. Maxi's in there because if you're not playing Maxi, you're not trying. So let's get to the deck here. Alright, for the main starters, of course, we're going to do 3 Maiden of White. Best starter. So basically what this one does is this is how he gets to your True Light. 3 Sage. This is going to be extender, good starter as well. So this gets you to your Maiden or into a Veiler if you've already got the Maiden. Good utility. Really good utility. 2 Blue Eyes. Everyone's on 2. I tried it at 3. Don't play it at 3. I tried it at 1. Don't play it at 1. So I think 2, that's the sweet spot right there. And so this deck, we are actually playing 44 cards. And so we're trying to make sure we don't see these in our opening hand as much, and we have enough starters that I think 44 is okay. You don't want to go up to 50, I think, unless you're playing another engine like Fiendsmith. Then you can go up to 50. You really want to find that nice sweet spot in between having enough starters and not seeing your one-ofs that you need as much, because you want to be able to go into those. Blue Eyes Jet Dragon. So this, I was really kind of pondering this one, like, do I need it? Do I not need it? I have played so many games, lost many games that I didn't have this with, and there was lots of games where I was in a losing state, and I pulled the Jet Dragon, or at least got it on field, and it really swung the game back to me. So I think it's definitely worth at least a 1-of. So I'm playing 1-of, I think 2, I don't know. I don't think 2, but 1 for sure. I am playing 2 Effect Veilers. I was at 3, and this is another one to where you want to see it, but it doesn't have to be everywhere, and it's very searchable. I think as a hand trap, this is good, but it's not great, so I put it to 2 to make room for more hand traps, different hand traps that are better. Alright, on to Primite. 3 Barrel Dragon. Again, another great starter. This gets you into your Primite cards. And what I've noticed with this is people really hate the Primite cards. So they are going to waste their hand traps on this. But then you can still use this to go into your Blue Eyes, which, phenomenal. Alright, and to round out the rest of the monsters, I am playing 3 Droll. I like 3. If you're playing against most combo decks besides Malice, it messes with them like this. It's not a free win, but you really get to play into some very subpar boards. The new Malice, they're playing the circular, and this will hit it. It's not going to be amazing. This might be one you want to side out, but I think in the main, it carries enough for most decks. And again, like if they're playing the circular, this will make them have to play around some stuff and end on a subpar board. 3 Ash, great card. I mean, Ash, you put it basically in every deck that plays hand traps. I am on 2 Bestials. I'm on a Druisworm and a Magnemite. Enough people are on Fiendsmith that it's really good to see. Also, if you are going into some plays and you really need to have an extender, this can hit, make another dragon on board, and then you can go into Seals. Seals is a very great card in this deck, especially... I like Seals because I like to make Seals into a Jet Dragon, because then it is a bounce plus another possible bounce. Jet Dragon is one of those cards that they have to deal with. So they'll either waste some materials getting rid of it, or you get the bounce. So that's why I like that in there. 2 Nib. Nib's good. It's not great versus every deck, but I think it's worth maining. This is a good one to side out if you're going first. And then we also have some ways of making it better if we go second. So I think 2 is good. This is one, if you want to play at 3, go up. You can mix and match some of the other hand traps and stuff like that if you think Nib's going to be better for your area. Alright, now on to the spells. Wishes, best card in the deck. Play 3 of it. This is everything you need. You basically play True Light to get to this card. True Light's really good, you know, on your opponent's turn to basically set up some more stuff. But basically, this is the card you need. And this gets you all to your level 1 tuners, that's what I'm saying. So like if you have your starters and stuff, you're gonna see Valor enough. Alright, so I think it's good at 2. Lordly Load, you play 3 of these, you play 3 Barrel, you play 3 of these. Basically, this gets you to Barrel, Barrel gets you to this, and then you end with the 2 Drill Beam. I like 2. I played it at 3. I saw it more than I would like. I think if I brought this down to a 40, I'd keep the 2 Blue Eyes and maybe go up to the Drill Beams. Just because you will see your Primite and Blue Eyes cards more often, and this card's always live as long as you have the normal monster or a Primite card. And I think 2's good. Me and my friends were talking about it, and this is a good one. So, you know, on your turn, you can use it to negate stuff on your opponent, you know, if they end up playing on your turn at all. And then it goes to there, and then you can set it, and then you keep just kind of going through the grave, resetting, using, so it seems like it's always live, which is very good. Mausoleum, it's a 1 of. This one I've been messing around with, maybe more than one. This, it's just, it's hard because, like, if you open up, you know, some engine, but they have the imperms, they have the ashes, stuff like that. If you just have this and you can just keep playing, it's good. It's really good. But I think 1 of, because it's not the best card, and just because, like I said, like there are those certain situations where it's nice to have it in hand, I don't think that Warren's playing more than 1, in my opinion. Alright, Roar, playing 1 Roar, same thing. You can get to this so easy, I don't think you want to see it in your opening hand. But again, like if you see it, it's not a dead card, which is nice. Triple Tactics Talent. Basically, this is another card. I want to keep my card count above 40, just so I don't see my 1-ofs as much. And this is just a draw, steal, just a great utility card. It's at 1. I think we still play it at 1. Called By. I have not played a game where Called By has not been a live card, or it has not made, you know, just didn't do anything for me. This format is so heavy with Graveyard that they actually got rid of Abyss Dweller because it's not fair to the Graveyard decks that are all of them. And this is a good one to hit, especially like even Malice. Even against Malice, they do their shenanigans and stuff like that. It's actually really worth seeing this because you can hit some of the problematic cards that they're going to try to use to make more shenanigans with. Not great against Malice, but I said this is another one where it's like, it's great versus everything. But if you need to side it out, it's an okay one to side out. True Light, you just play the 1-of. Your maiden can get to it from grave or hand or deck. Or we can recycle it, basically what I'm getting at. And if it gets banished, like this is the one where it's like, you use this to get into your other engine. So like it's a hit, but it's not horrible, especially because if it does get banished, it doesn't use the effect to blow up your board, which is nice. Majesty of the White Dragons, this is a good pop. This is a good one to get off of True Light if you already go into Wishes, if you already had that. It's a really good one to set up for it, because it's just a double pop. You're always going to get your Blue Eyes in the grave or field, so it's just always nice to have 1-of. Alright, Dominus Purge. I am playing 3 Purge. This is one to where like you can go down to 2, play more Nib if you want. I think you need to have at least 2 of this. It's imperm. It is live if you're going first. It is live if you're going second. It is just, it's good to have this. It will kind of turn off your ashes, but like again, like you know your game state well enough to where it's okay, I need to purge this, or I should wait, play around it. And then 3 imperm, because again, it's live going first, it's live going second. That and Ash, best hand traps ever to be printed. Just splash both everything, and they always do something. So that's it for the main. Now we're going to go to the extra. I play 2 Spirit Dragon. I hit the green Spirit Dragon too. It's fancy. This one, you basically want to, if you have your True Light on the field, you want to make this, because this negates a effect engrave, not your opponent's effect, just any effect engrave. So this will stop you from getting blown up. And this also lets you go into, I play 2 of these as well, Blue Eyes Ultimate Spirit Dragon. So this is an Omni negate. That's why I like to play 2 of it. And 2 Spirit Dragon, it kind of flows into it. This is 1 if you want to cut it. I think you always play 1. 2, I like it. It has come up because you don't want to side extra deck monsters. I hate siding extra deck monsters. So I like to play 2 of this because these 2 go into this twice. And you always, it's live. And then when this gets destroyed, you can basically summon this back out. And, again, this turns into this turns back into this. It's always good. 2 Spirit. I've been playing around with 3. If you really hate having 2 of this, you could go to 3 of this. I played 1 when I was on the Fiendsmith variant, and this is such a good recursion card. Just being able to make this with any hand trap plus any of your starters, and then just getting your Blue Eyes back out, it's good. It is so good. Getting Mausoleum, that's definitely the best effect, but being able to if you have nothing but a Veiler in hand, being able to make a Veiler and this, and then just go into more plays, it's good. So I think at least 2. If there was a 3 of, I think this might be the 3 of, but definitely 2. Seals, I play 2 Seals. I like having 2s in this deck. I don't really have anything that gets rid of my extra deck, but Seals, pass turn, pop, do all your shenanigans, back to your turn. You can't quite go for game, but you hit them for enough damage to have 2 Blue Eyes on the field, or your Bestials go right back into Seals, and then basically the same thing. You just kind of keep going in a circle. It's great. I have not had it backfire having 2. I like playing 2 Tyrant Dragon, basically the same thing. So I like the 2 ofs because this plays better into all decks. So this is really good versus decks that put up a lot of bodies, like your Malice. Malice puts up quite a few bodies. Ryzeal puts up bodies. Memento puts up a lot of bodies, or 1 body. So this isn't big enough to get rid of the big guy, but it is big enough to get over basically everything else, and then just put up damage. And the effect of being able to set a spell, especially if you have your Majesty engrave, getting more pops and stuff like that. Your Dominus, whatever you need. This card is really good for getting your spells back. Azure Eyes. So this one, I think it's a fun tech card. So if you know you're going against Ryzeal, this one, you make this guy first, and then it doesn't matter. As long as he was made, then you can't target your monsters till the end of the next turn. A lot of their stuff has to do the targeting pop, which is really good. Neos, you play Neos to make the Tyrant, just 1 of. Same thing, you can get a little recursion going through this, but not really. It's there, but I like having the 2 Tyrant because you can fusion summon with the Roar, so I don't think you need multiples of the Neos, just the 1. Lightstorm Dragon, it's a 1 of. This is good for back row removal. When it's summoned, you can destroy spells and traps up to the number of normal monsters in your grave plus 1. So it is always at least a 1 pop, up to a 3 pop with the 2 Blue Eyes. And Master Duel, again, awesome. Go first, make Blue Eyes Spirit Dragon, they set 5 before they end, make this, pop their back row, they pass. Super nice. And there was some Labyrinth Dex topping. Not lab topping. What kind of topping would that be? Like a pizza? Oh. Anyways, it is really good for back row hate. Black Rose, same kind of thing as if you need to get something off the field. This is your good removal. And then Typhon. Typhon, basically every deck plays it. It is good. Your opponent just goes off crazy. They have all these big monsters that do all these crazy things. You normal summon once, make Typhon, and now their big stuff can't really do anything, and it gives you some breathing room. Alright, now for the side. This is a tech card I have been messing with. I think it's going to be really impactful, this format, especially because Malice is going to be... everyone's assuming it's going to be top. That or Memento. Again, like a weird one, but this kind of messes with both decks really good. Sinful Archfiends, I play 3 of. So this is a good going first, and going second, again, like with Malice and stuff like that. If you can just kind of wait till your turn, just mess with them enough to make this live on their turn, and they just really can't play. No link climbing. Ryzeal, they can't, do all the XEs, all the rank 4 stuff. Memento, they do play everything, a little bit of everything, but you need to see more than one fusion a turn. You need to see more than one link a turn if they're playing like the Fiendsmith stuff like that. And you usually need those to get into those. So this really slows them down and really makes them play on subpar boards. And link climbing, forget about it. You're not link climbing. All right, 3 Lancia because Malice, you need it. Ghost Ogre. Now I have this in the side because I think there's still going to be a lot of blue eyes. This really messes with blue eyes. This also messes with the field spell for Malice and stuff like that. So it really slows down. Duo Drive hits the Duo Drive because it does not detach for the effect. So you destroy it, it can't detach, doesn't get its effect. 3 Fualos. This is one if you are trying to get more in the main. This would be my next thing to add to the main, but I like 44. I like where it's at. I don't want to go too much higher without adding a new engine. And so I think this stays in the side, but if you were to add any more cards to it, this would be the first card to add. Lightning Storm, same thing. Labs becoming popular. I don't know if it's going to be seen a lot, but if we are not seeing a lot of Lab, we are not seeing a lot of back row decks. This is getting replaced with Thrust to get into all the other stuff. To see the Sinful Archfiends, to see our spells, the traps, our True Light, stuff like that. So I think that's actually what's going to happen, is because I have some back row hate, that is kind of harder to... You have to stop the summon. So Lightning Storms might be Thrusts. I think that's where I'm going with this. And then 2 Strikes. It's a really good going first. Your opponent needs to make that big monster the next play. You just stop the monster cold. They have a big monster effect, like the non-targeting banish, stuff like that. Just pop it. Don't have to worry about it anymore. Everyone kind of sleeps on Strike. Every time I've played it, it has always come true for me. It's even won me some games. And like 1,500 life points aren't a thing in this format. You might come to some grindy games, but 1,500 isn't going to be the make it or break it. And yeah, that's my deck. I am going to be taking this to a regional soon, hopefully 2 regionals soon. I am for sure going to Utah, and let's hopefully get to Las Vegas, because that's a lot of fun. There's a lot of people down there. They're good people. Cali Effect, great guy. 2-0'd him in like 15 minutes. It was great. I tell that story to everyone. But tell me, guys, what you think about it. And if there's any changes, let me know what you'd do.